What's going on, everybody? This is Al from NCAA 06 Revival, and as you can see, I have a bit of a surprise. I'm getting accepted to the MAC conference. Of course, I was not expecting this. I never would have thought an independent would get accepted anywhere other than a bigger conference, a Power 5. But lo and behold, they want me to join, and I'm definitely going to accept it. I want to be part of a conference. I'm only a 2-star program anyways. So it's going to take me several more seasons before I get invited to even a bigger conference. So I want to win some conference championships. So let's join the MAC. Advance to offseason. No, we need to save first. I also got a new contract. You didn't see this, and I hate that you did miss it. Let's go to coach options, report card, and I got a new 4-year deal. If it shows contract info, year 1 of 4. So this is year 3. Contract status year 1 of 4. So it's almost like they're treating this previous year as the first year because the season technically isn't over yet. That's why they put an X beside the Beta 5 or 6 prestige team, which is weird. But anyway, of course I accept it because we got bigger fish to fry with this team. Let's save. I hate that you have to see all this, but I did not want you to miss that because I couldn't exit out of that and save it and then come back to accepting that invitation. So let this save for a little bit. So you're going to have to just suffer through these saves for a little bit. But that's awesome. We are part of the MAC. Kent State is out, and we're in. So we get to be part of a conference much sooner than we expected. Hit save. Get out of here. Out of here. We'll go here. We'll just save our settings. That won't take long. Okay. And we'll change, or we'll save the profile. National champs, Southern Cal won it. Good for them. I don't care. They beat Tennessee. Advance to offseason. Yes. Should be a lot of fun. Let's go to offseason schedule. Let's go to school budgets. I need to check out my rosters. I have a total of 12, these guys are gone. 51, yeah, I definitely need to load up on recruiting again just so I can get closer to 70. I'm going to have a ton of points to play with. So, let's go back to school budgets. I want to do 60. 60 has always been, I've never really had the need to go over that. I've always had a lot of points left over. Let's do 25 because I got some guys coming back. Let's go to 60, 25, and 15. Let's see if I got any transfers, anybody leaving, coming, going. Hopefully we don't have many wanting to leave early. I got my pen and pad here, just in case I need to make some quick notes as I go along. Let it do its thing there. Let's see. Nobody's going pro early, and nobody's leaving, that type of thing. So, let's just go ahead and continue. And I think the transfer screen comes up next. Continue to recruiting. I think the transfer thing would have been before this, if I'm not mistaken. So we're not going to have any transfers come in, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing you could do about transfers coming in. That's all out of your control. It's just a nice bonus if you got a stud from Florida wanting to come up and play for you. So 51 minus 12, that is 39. I'd love to get 25 kids, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I need more bodies. Injuries. I had a lot of injuries last season. So you need depth all over. I know I need some corner depth. We'll just check out the roster. See what I need and see if there's anybody available that just some real studs that want to come. I'm going to load up on athletes. I mean, I've covered this several times. Brant, 2-star athlete, turned into a stud for us this year. That quarterback, no less. And he wasn't even showing as a quarterback in the offseason. It didn't show his throwing power or throwing accuracy on his scouting info. Yet he was a better quarterback than anything else. So go figure. But definitely the first week I'm going to scout a ton. Man, I'm going to have a real advantage heading into the MAC conference. I'm going to be loaded compared to the other teams. Part of the MAC. That's awesome. I wish they'd put the MAC logo on your field. Or they would update the conference logo on your field, but they don't do it in this game. Transfer. Tight end. I guess I accepted. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I was wanting to look at his stats or who he was. Look at the rosters. 80, 70 speed. He's a junior, so I got 2 years to play with. He won't be able to play next year. And he can catch a little. That's good. Tony Kelly. He's not the fastest, but I can make do with him. I can run curl flats and whatnot. Awesome. He's big, too. 6'6", 259. So transfer, that's after that. Now we know. I always forget. Okay, my pipelines are still Ohio, Pennsylvania. Nowhere else. Maryland. Okay, let's just go. Interested prospects. Wow, what in the world? Only 1 3-star is interested in coming. And the rest 2. That is surprising. Okay, receivers, I need some help there. I already got 1 committed, but I need to pick up at least another one. Guard help, I got 2 already there, but I at least need to get another one. I got that 1 tight end, but he's not going to play. Defense, safety, kicker. Okay, let's go athlete. Let's just do that. He's an Ohio kid. This kid out of Maine, I'm going to go ahead and just scout him. There's no reason not to. Here's a 2-star quarterback. He can't throw, and he can't run, so I'm not going to go after him. He's a big kid, 6'5", 220. I got a bunch of halfbacks. How many points do I have to play with? I got quite a bit. Fullback. Receiver. Do I have any that is part of a pipeline? Apparently not. Ohio is a pipeline. Okay, I'm sorry. Maryland's a pipeline. Okay. All these are pipelines. I'm sorry. I'm brain fart. Let me just go through here real quick. Receivers, tight end. I'm not going to bother. Tackle, I already picked up 1. I already got 4. Guard. I'm not going to go after defensive ends. Here's a 3-star defensive tackle. Let's scout him. Already got 1 coming in. Already have 4 on the roster, so that'll be the only one I'll go after. Middle linebacker, there's nothing there. Corner. I need help a corner. I got 4 of them there. I can't go after that kid. Strong safety. I need help here. Not one strong safety wants to come. That's no good. I got a good starter, but I need a backup. Kicker. I got to get this kid in a heartbeat. A-, A-. Yes, we got to go after Scott Smith. Local kid. punter, nothing there. Interesting. Okay, let's just look at receivers. Let's go to receivers. And go after all these 2-stars, and let's just scout them. I got the points to do so. I'm not going to do the 1-star. Well, we could do the 1-star. We'll just see. You just never know. Halfback, unless there's like a real stud, one of these. Kid out of Jersey. That's good for now. There's way too many 2-stars. Now I want to go to in-state. See if any of them have a high interest, but I'm not in their top 5. None of them really that high, and we're getting to the 1-stars. So let's go to all prospects. Let's go to athlete first. Let's keep scrolling down. We may, like this kid right here from Michigan. We can scout him and just see. Keep going. Here's a 2-star. This is the one I already went after. Here's a 2-star out of Pennsylvania. And this 1-star already scouted. So let's go after this guy. Just see. You never know. Okay, that's enough for them. Quarterback, if you can find one that can play, by all means, go after him. But now we're getting to the 2-star range, and it's looking like it's slim. Except for this kid right here, which we already scouted, and he's not good enough. Receiver, I want to go straight to receiver. Here is, gosh, the kid out of North Carolina, 6'7", my goodness. Here we got, I already scouted all these kids. Defensive end, I need to check. Let's go to my linebackers. Oh, yeah, I can do it from here. I always forget. Go to returning players. Here's my defensive end situation. I got 2 guys. That's not good. McKinney, he's a junior. I got 2 more years with him. But it's slim pickings after that. So, linebackers, I like to find guys who are 6'2", 230 or bigger. This guy's perfect. I would probably move him down to defensive end. The problem is I got nothing behind him. And all these guys are really small. So, outside linebacker help is an issue. And none of the Marcus Harris, I can move the defensive end just for depth. Because he's got the size for it. And he's got the actually... his speed is okay for defensive end, I guess. So I may move him down. So I either do that or get immediate help at defensive end. So let's go back to interested prospects. Let's go to defensive end. And let's just, like this kid right here, he's fast. I could probably make use of him. Keep going after these 2-star kids. I'm not going to bother with the 1-star. We'll go ahead and do the defensive tackles. Just nothing at the linebackers. 6'4", 239. I would get him for the sole purpose of moving him to defensive ends. I don't mind scouting him. Let's go back to all prospects. Strong safety. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Maybe we find a... Let's go ahead and scout this guy. We may get lucky. He's a Canadian. Here's another one. 20 points left. Now we're down to 1-star, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'd love to get some outside linebacker help. I know I got one coming in. Defensive ends. Tackle. I think I'm good. Offensive line. So let's go back to interested prospects. I hate to recruit a fullback. They're not created well in this game. I've done all those. Really don't want to keep that tight end. Let's go back to all prospects and see if I'm missing out on the kicker. Here's another 3-star kid I can scout. We may get lucky and we may move in their top 5. Here's another 2-star kid. Got a decent leg. And I'm out of points for the week. Advance to the next week. No. Okay. End of the first week, I didn't even take a note. I'm usually like that. Even through school, I just wasn't much of a note taker. Everything's in front of you, so there's really not a need to take that much notes with this game. They do a pretty good job of organizing all the information. I'm kind of shocked that I didn't see that many 3-stars like me. I guess I've got them all in the regular season. But I guess moving to the MAC lowers them down a little bit. I don't know. Should I have stayed independent to get more 3-stars? No. I'm happy going to the MAC. I want to be part of a conference. So now you know. If you take a AA school, move to the independents, or if you're an independent itself, you may get called up to a smaller conference in a couple years. At least it worked for me. Came out of nowhere. So we're going into season 2. I'm an idiot. Week 2. Now we'll start laying some scholarships on some of these kids. I hope I do this right. I'm usually really good about the recruiting thing, but just making sure you give the scholarships to the right guys. Hopefully I just load up on enough players, because I'm still down when it comes to numbers. I got 39 kids now. I got 6, so 39, that's 45. I'd love to get another 18 more. That'd be great. We'll see if I can do that. No commitments, that's expected. Now let's go back. I don't have any current targets, technically. Let's go to interested prospects. Let's just go locate coach prestige. I don't know if that's going to help. That's usually a good one to go with if you got decent coach prestige. I think I'm at a 2, maybe a 3. I definitely want to try out these athletes because you just never know. We'll go coach prestige. We'll give him the lowest amount. Quarterback, we're not going to go after him. He's got terrible accuracy. Halfback, 4.24, 4.37. Kid's D- though. That's terrible. A+. That's a perfect air raid. West Coast running back right there. We can go. I'm just checking to see if any of them like my program prestige, which I doubt any of them would. 345.20. 395.6. That's a beast right there. 452. 325. I got some depth here. This 424, you can't teach speed. Let me go here. And that 452 kid. He's just strong as an ox. Let's go after him. We're up. We're doing okay with these 2 guys. Fullback, that's fine. Let's just see if any of them liked my program prestige out of the gate. And appears that they haven't, which was expected. Okay, let's just look at some of their stats here. We need great hands. None of these guys can seem to catch except for this kid right here, 6'5". And I think we moved up on his list too. New Jersey. See, he's not very smart, but that's okay. Not very good on the discipline, but in this kid. Let's go coach prestige. I got a bunch of spots left too, so 452 B+. So Let's go after these three because I need some depth big time here. And we'll go after this kid. These are the only three that actually have decent hands. Tight end, tackle. Did I even go after any of these kids? I really didn't, did I? If I got some money, if I got some points left over, I'll go after some of these. Defensive end. Did I go after some of these? I'm pretty sure I did, didn't I? This kid liked my program prestige. 6'3", 253. I need to go after him because I need some depth here. Program prestige, let's just go 16 points there. I went down for that kid. But I love to have speed here. 6'6", let's just go. We'll recruit this kid as well. We'll do coach prestige. I'm down to 10 spots. Defensive tackle. So out of the ones I recruited, A+, B. He's smaller than this one. He's got better discipline too. That's small. Man, he's small. Let's just go after this kid right here. 6'7", 280. Outside linebacker, middle linebacker. I didn't even look at these guys. I looked at this one, but he's small. He's slow. He's not smart. Free safety, I didn't bother. I did get one of those kickers to get me in the top 5. I'll have to go back and look and see if I went up on any of those guys that I went after, as far as the ones who were not part of the top 5 for him. Let's go after both of these, because you can convert one to a punter, and they can just perform just as well, because I'm going to need a punter next year. So we'll go after those two. So we've done all that. Now let's go back to the all prospects. Where are they at? All prospects. And we'll go to athlete. And I know I went after a few of these kids. It's taking a little longer than need to. Used to go down much quicker. I don't think I have a chance with any of these just because they didn't give me their top 5. Unless some of them went up. If I went up on their interest level, that's the only way I'll know. Like this kid right here. I went up a little. So I think I need to spend a scholarship on him. So let's just go ahead and do that. And we're going down to the 1 stars. And I didn't go that far with them. Let's go. I know I went after some receivers here, so let's check the receivers. This may take forever. I don't know why it's taking so slow. I'm just holding down the button. Get down to, I think there was 2 or 3 here that I scouted. May get lucky. One of them, I went up on their interest level, and I may take a chance on them. But if I didn't go up on their level, I'm already going after those kids. And I'm not scouting him, or I already did scout him, and I didn't like what I saw. That was one kid I went down on his list that I scouted. Went down on his list, And I scouted him, and he's just terrible all around. I didn't go up, well, he was already in, I'm already in his top 5 anyways, but I didn't go up on the interest. Okay, now we're down to the 1 stars. I went with defensive ends. I think I went down here some. Then we'll go straight to strong safety. I know that I need immediate help there. Just to make sure that none of these went up on interest level. Then after that, I'll go back and use the rest of those points scouting those other kids that are interested. Like this kid right here. Well, I'm already in his top 5. Never hurts to check. Take your time with this and make sure you're not missing out on anybody. Okay, I'm down to the 2-star. Corner. Let me check corner real quick. We may find somebody. I probably could have done this in the previous week, but that's okay. Go down to the 2 stars. We may look out on that one athlete. He may put us in his top 5 next week. No, it's not looking good for the corners. Let's just go straight to strong safety. Then we'll go to kickers. I remember we went after a few of them. Keep on going. I'm sure I scouted him. And it's just not going to work out for strong safety. There's a 1-star. Okay, kicker. I scouted some of these. We looked at one of them, got me in their top 5. That was one of them. That was the other one. And that's it for there. And punter, there may be somebody here. I didn't check this last time. We're already down in the 2-star level. I went down on his list, and he may have got upset because I didn't scout him. We can scout him and see if maybe he got upset. See, now his interest level went up because of that. Interesting. So for like quarterbacks, did I check quarterbacks last week? The non-interested. The ones who went down, maybe because they got upset because they didn't offer. I think that's how that works. I'd have to check Evil Dave's guide. He's pretty spot on about some stuff. But nobody got upset whether I went after him or not, apparently, out of quarterbacks. Okay, let's go to interested. Let's go back. And I went after a couple of them. How many points? I got a ton of points left. Gosh. Let's scout a couple of these kids. Slow. That could be a good tight end. That kid right there. I may be able to move him down the road. I scouted all of them, and I didn't like what I saw. Let's scout him. He's slow and he can't catch. He's big. Let's just scout some offensive linemen. 2-star. Let's just scout these guards. And then next week we'll see. Went after a 1-star and I didn't need to. Defensive end. Defensive tackle. Let's scout these. The 6'4", 239 kid. He's got the size for a defensive end, so I think it's worth putting a scholarship on him. Just redshirt him next year. Free safety. These guys aren't going to be any talent. They're slow. 4 for 8, but he's not very smart. He's tall. So I've kind of maxed out what I needed to do here. And I don't know if I got 40 points left. I'd like to use some of them. Let's just scout the rest of these 2-star kids. 4.52. 4.29. That's pretty fast. He's a freshman. I'll leave it as is since I just scouted him for now. I got 25 points left. And I guess go back to state prospects. I know there's not going to be many here. Like here's a 2-star kid that got upset that I didn't scout him. And I've already went after those. I've already scouted them at least. And none of these guys care about me. So athletes, I don't know. I'll go back down here one more time. And just see if any of them that had a down arrow on the interest level. Like this kid I already scouted, but I didn't go anywhere with him on the interest level. We'll do this one more time. We'll even go down to the 1 stars. I'm pretty sure I scouted this kid, didn't I? He's a JUCO kid. We'll scout him just in case. Nothing really changed with him, though. Here's a 1-star kid. I scouted 197, and he's really slow. What can he play? I don't know. But it went up, but I'm not in his top 5. So I'll stop there for now. We'll go on to week 3. Let it do its thing. I think I'll be able to bring in some good numbers. Problem is, they're just not all that great. I just done all my damage in the regular season. This part takes a while, but it's just part of it. But you can't go wrong with recruiting. It's always a lot of fun. Let's see. I have a feeling some of these guys will... I don't know if the coach prestige thing will work. If the coach prestige doesn't work, I may go coaching style next. Or I may go location. Or maybe academics. I could try academics. That's a positive for us. I'll try academics and see if that's a big angle. And if the next week we see a lot of guys really liking it, then that means if you have an academic school, you may really want to pitch academics. I didn't know if that was going to be effective in this game. We're fixing to find out in the following week. No commitments, that's expected. I only had one guy that, or maybe 2, that liked my pitch. I had that defensive end. He committed the pitch. Okay. So all these guys either went straight or up, and some of these defensive tackle. Let's just do academics. Defensive end. He liked my program prestige. We'll do 6. We'll do 30. Halfback. I'm still at his top, so he's got nowhere to go but up. He doesn't like my coach prestige. So I'm going to withdraw that offer. And I'm 3rd on his list. If I was 1st, it'd be different. He didn't like... I got to withdraw him. It's not going to work. I'm at the top of his list, but he didn't like... Okay, we'll treat this as a guinea pig. Leon Terrell. I'm top of his list. Was it... No, not him. It was somebody else. Okay, never mind. No, we'll stick with him. We'll do academics. Courtney Rogers went up. Kicker. We'll do academics. Apparently coach prestige just did not work well. So I guess my coach prestige isn't high enough. Athlete. I'm going to be wasting a lot of... Or I'm going to have a lot of points left over. Another kicker. I'm at the top of his list, so I got nowhere else to go but down. Middle linebacker. Athletes, 1 star. Academics. Go back to interested prospects. Here we got a few other guys right here. Let's just go down this list. Or I'll work better out of this list. Quarterback. Halfback. This kid's upset that I didn't go after him. Of course, looks like he's leaning towards Syracuse. Got good hands. I just don't really need a halfback. I didn't like any of those. I went up for these tackles, so let's get some depth at tackle. 455, 620, 486, 80, 655, 480, 680. This kid right here is a stud. Let's definitely go after him. He's huge. He's the biggest of the bunch. He's actually probably better than that 3-star right there. We'll go after him. Let's look at these guards. Well, first of all, I can go back here. I didn't do this. And we'll check to see if any of them liked my program prestige to begin with, and they didn't. All right, let's go to guard. We'll do the same thing. He did like it. Towns, remember that. None of these guys liked it. And we're slim pickings after that. Okay. Let's just go back and look at their numbers. 405, 620, 486, 40. 486.40, Chaz Johnson. Let's just go after him. And Towns. 436.05. It's good to have depth there. So let's just go Coach Academics. Oh, he liked my program prestige. Never mind. Completely forgot. Let's do Send the House on program prestige. We got that. Defensive end, I'm pretty sure 482. I'm good there. I want to stick with Snyder. $640. I got a lot of points left. I don't know where to put them. We'll check out the all prospects again. See if any of them went down after I went after him a second time. So now you know all these points, 60% may be too much. Of course, I'm recruiting real local, so that's helps. I probably could have moved it down to 50%. I don't know if these points carry over to the next week. If anybody knows this for sure, put that in the comment section. Here's this 1-star kid that went up. Let's just go ahead and go after him. After that, I just want to go receiver and then strong safety. See if any of these guys change their minds on me. I'm not going to go anything below a 2 here. And I'm not going to give away scholarships just to give them away. I mean, I hate to do that. I mean, how many scholarships do I have left? I got 3 left to give. I feel like I've used them wisely so far. Nobody's moved an inch here. Let me make sure this kid right here, I didn't scout. I have not scouted him, and it's kind of there. So Jamal Franklin, we'll see if he likes me down the road. Strong safety, then we'll go kicker, then we'll go back, and I may just save those points. Again, I'd like to think they move over to the next week. Hopefully I scouted these kids. I did. Nothing changed with them. Yeah, already scouted him. Nothing changed. Kicker. And we'll go. I think there was a punter I went after. I'm quite positive I scouted a lot of these kids. Looks like nothing's really changing. Here's the kid, punter. That was the one. Good deal. And A, B plus, A minus. I'll take that all day long. So let's go academics. That was the one. So I done my due diligence. I may luck out and get a little punter that's got a decent leg. I don't think I went after. They're now 1-stars. Okay, let's go back to interested prospects. $426.55. Good. I need to go ahead and just get this kid. Let's just go ahead and put the numbers on him. And this kid 424. Oh, he didn't like my prestige. That's right. Flynn 305, 555, 466. He's humongous. and it went down. So I either got upset that I didn't go after him. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and put some points there. Okay. I hate to leave 100 points there, but maybe they'll move over. All right, that was week 3. We need to get some people to commit or to at least like my pitches. Otherwise, we're going to be hurting these last couple weeks. I'm not too worried, though. Recruiting is always a back-ended game. See if we'll get lucky. I'd like to get a couple of those guys to commit, the ones who do like my pitches. Going to the MAC. I'm excited. Kent State, I'm pretty sure they're in the East Division. I didn't pay attention. I think they just kind of listed all of them. I have to go back to the video and look at that. I don't think they listed where their divisions were, but I think I'll be in the East. I know Toledo is always really good. Miami of Ohio. So that should be a lot of fun. I want to schedule Michigan as one of my non-conference teams. All right, we're fixing to hit into the 4th week. See if we can get lucky with a commit or two. And if academics doesn't work, then we'll go to location since it's all fairly local. Maybe get 1. Let's try for 1. Yay, the Towns kid, the guard. Ox Hill Glass Manor, Maryland. That's a mouthful. Okay, let's go to targets. I'm sure I may have 1 or 2 that decommitted or went elsewhere. This this tackle, I think that was a late one that I went after. Hopefully I'm in the top. Can't find out about this kid. I'm number 2. I'm struggling with Rutgers. We'll do coaching style. Let's do that. A guard. Coaching style. We'll just do coaching style. Program prestige. Let's do the whole thing. That's Snyder. We've been trying to get after him. I don't think my points carried over. Coaching style. And if I got leftover points, I might as well just use them up right here. Instead of doing the 2 points for coaching style, I could do 30 or whatever. So let's go ahead and fill my needs. Get this out of the way, then I can adjust later. Get this bad religion thing off the screen. Coaching style. Coaching style. Coaching style. Coaching style. Coaching style. Academics did not work, fellas. And I got one of the best academic programs in the country. Didn't make a difference. I normally just do the minimum amount because all I'm looking for is just pitches. See if they like anything, then I can load up. Gosh, nobody liked academics. Not a single one. Okay, now let's go inch to prospect. See if I looked up on anybody. Fullback, defensive tackle. Going after those 4. These 2 guys ended up being in the top 5 for me. I got up in their list. That's good. Just noticed that. I got 1 scholarship left. I can use it on somebody. I always forget he's not interested. Defensive tackle. A JUCO. I don't need the depth at tackle, do I? I got 3. Already got 1 coming in. 4.37. He's smart. Doesn't have very good hands, though. Let's do coaching style for this kid. Okay, now we'll go back to targets. Since I got nothing else to do, and I got plenty of points to give, let's just go ahead and do 16 here. 16 here. Maybe this will help. I don't know. I'm already doing maximum for this guy. Let's do 16 across the board until I run out here. I'm going to run out real quick. Yeah, we'll go down to 8. And that's it. I'm down to 2 points. Okay. Advance to the next week. We got 1 week, and we got like 3 commitments. I don't know what else to do. None of them like my pitches. No, I mean, I'm just striking out on every single one. So I got 1 more week to really kill it. Maybe I get lucky this week and get 4 or 5. Otherwise, this has been pretty disappointing. You usually get several commitments by now. The problem is you just got to find out what they like about you. And right now, I'm just not hitting. But that's part of it. I guess. I don't know. Just got to land a pitch or something, anything. Then I can max out on them. I'd love to get all 4 of those athletes because you just never know where they can play. I do know after the recruiting part of it, I'm going to save it again. I think it's just smart in case lightning strikes and my whole house goes out in electricity. I'll save it so you got to bear through that. Then we'll finish the rest of the recruiting or the rest of the off season. All right, let's see if we can get lucky here. Take a swig of water. There we go. John Davis out of Pennsylvania. Finally, Snyder committed. It took him forever. We got that Warren kid, that big kid. I think he may be my top tackle coming in this class. He had really good stats. And that middle linebacker, this kid is definitely going to be a defensive end down the road. I'll redshirt him. All right, let's go to current targets. I only had 1 athlete that committed to Buffalo, of all places. Okay. Gosh. Location or plan? I'll do location. Coaching style worked there. That's good. We'll do here. Coaching style. That looked good. We'll do here. We'll do location. We'll do location. 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 Then I'll go back and we'll add more points. I just want to make sure I don't run out of any of these and put in the different pitch. Location. 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 Playing time has never worked for me, by the way. Over the years, it's just been a struggle getting somebody to like program prestige. I got 1 scholarship left. Go to interested prospects. Let me just make sure I'm not... See, I need wide receiver help. I got 1 to commit, and I'm already targeting 2. Defensive end, I got 3. I need at least 1 more, but I'm going to move somebody. So it probably needs to be another defensive end. And a safety, I just struck out. There's nobody wants to come. So let's go to the defensive ends and offer somebody. Let's get one of these 2 guys. 325, 520, 340, 470. 239, that's small, but this guy's slower. Oh, gosh. This one's bigger, and he's smarter, so we'll just go, and he's local. Let's just go Scott Tanner. And that'll be your last scholarship. Now let's go back to current targets. Location, let's do 16. Coaching style, we got that maxed out. Coaching style, we got that maxed out. Location, let's do 16. Let's do 8. 8. Make sure I've done that right. Yeah, 8. 8. 8. I'm down to 10. We'll do 4. 4. 4. And I'm stuck. I'm done. I'm out of scholarships and I've used all my points. I got 3 points left. I can't do anything else. I've maxed everything out. So, advancing next week, that's it. So let's just hope some of these guys will commit. That's all we can hope for. I think I've done as best as I possibly can for recruiting. I'd like to see about a laundry list of like 8 guys. Just list. Pow, 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 pow. Commit, 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 commit. Hopefully it works out. Next, we have position changes. That should be fun, depending if I get any athletes. And I need to check out a couple places. I may need to move somebody else to wide receiver. I don't know. I'll just have to check out the roster, make sure I get the right ends and the left ends and the spots where they need to be. All that good stuff. I need it. Normally, I don't take my time like I should in position changes. You really need to take. This is a perfect time. You may have a tight end that's terrible. They can move the fullback or vice versa. You just never know. And I always rush through it more than I need to. So I'll try to take my time with this and just make sure I move everybody where they really need to be. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see if we can land some of these kids. They may have me in the West Division. I just now noticed the MAC, a lot of that's Ohio schools, not many Indiana and Illinois. So I may be in the West. There may be a North or South Division. I don't know. I don't know enough about the MAC to know. We're going to find out here in another video or two. We got 5, 2 athletes, a halfback, a guard, and a receiver. So 5, 10, view signings. Ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's okay, I guess. I wish I could have gotten more, but I just didn't know what else to do. I mean, I maxed everything out as best I could. So we got a couple athletes. Can't wait to see where these guys are going. One of them will probably go to safety. Halfbacks. A couple of them. A couple 2 stars. Jared Cooper, I think that was the in-season kid I picked up, and I picked up Terrell, so we're good at wide receiver. Tackles, depth. 6'7", 304, 6'7", 324. Look at this, 480, 680, 480, 680. I think this 2-star kid's better than the other one. The way it's looking, he's smarter too. And he's faster. 4 guards. We need depth there. I may move one to center. We'll see. Defensive end, we ended up getting the 1, but I am going to move a linebacker down for depth. Defensive tackle, 3-star kid may be the best of the bunch. We'll find out when we look at the numbers later. Outside linebacker, middle linebacker, he's going to be a defensive end down the road. And not one kicker or punter. It didn't work out. I just don't know what to do there. So, none of them committed. So we can go back to, like this kid right here, he didn't commit anywhere. All these kids, they just decided either they didn't want to go anywhere or what. This Pedro Johnson, I don't know what happened to him. He just didn't want to commit anywhere. I had a spot for him, but he didn't want to come. So that's unfortunate. So my kicking situation's terrible. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. We'll figure it out later. Let's go to top classes. I'm sure I'm down in the depths somewhere. I wish you could sort this by conference. That'd be pretty neat. 59th. Bunch of 3 stars. All of them were in this during the season. But that's okay. Finalize recruiting. Now we got position changes. Let's save. We'll save this and we'll get into position changes and see what we can find, like a diamond in the rough. Somebody who can kick something, I don't know. Either that or I may just do a lot of onside kicks this year. How about that? You know, there's a high school team down in Arkansas. You may have seen this. I think the coach is still down there. They're the team, and he's the coach who decides to never kick or punt. He thinks it's statistically better to go for it on 4th down and the always onside kick. So we may try that next season. Because right now, I don't have anybody that can kick for me. Normally, the game kind of gives you some leeway. Hey, if you need a kicker, we're going to give you one. So they'll probably give me a walk-on. That'll be terrible. Off-season schedule, position changes. Okay. I have 57 kids, so I ended up getting 6 more than I had last time, so that's good. Brant, remember, he was an athlete. But he can only do one thing well, and that was play quarterback. Sometimes you have a kicker that can actually kick, or a quarterback that can kick a little. As you can tell, none of them can. But I've seen it before. Halfback, gosh, I got way too many. Can any of these guys catch the ball? Not really. I'm just going to redshirt a ton of them. Fullback, we're fine there. I could move one of these stronger ones, like this kid right here. May be good going to the fullback, but I'm going to redshirt him as a halfback first. Don't do it the freshman year. It'll mess up on you. This kid right here looks like he can maybe play fullback or something. Wide receiver, we're finally getting some players. Luke Williams, Cooper, 68 overall. Not bad for a 3-star, I guess. Booth, if you remember, was a halfback before. Like, if you go here, he's actually a better tight end than a wide receiver. Go figure. So, I'm going to keep that in mind. I may move him to tight end because these other 2 guys can't. I may be able to do some inside stuff with Booth. I don't know. I don't have the depth here right now. Maybe one of those athletes can move over with a receiver. We'll find out. Okay. Freshman, sophomore, freshman. This Warren needs to be a... Of course, these guys right here, he'll start next year because he's going to get a boost in rankings. At least he should. 2 true freshman right tackles. Whoa, what happened? Where'd he go? Wait, something happened there. Where'd he go? I was wondering what I'd done right there. Okay. Brain fart. That's okay for now. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you list them. Guard, I got several. I got 3 true freshmen. 2 of them are going to start. I got 2 rights and 2 lefts. Center, I can move. Nah, I really can't move. I like what... Okay, I'm good with all that right there. Defensive end, McKinney's a starter. Snyder, true freshman, 72 overall. Not bad. If we go back to these true freshmen, 72-70, that turned out pretty well. It's 70-70, so that's not bad. Defensive tackle, true freshman. That's the kid I think I picked up in the regular season. Nothing really to change there. Outside linebacker, Carter could probably play defensive end. 6'2", 232, but I have no depth and nothing really not much talent right behind him. 6'4", these true freshmen. I'm going to redshirt him. That's that. These are eventually middle line or defensive ends, but I got to keep him, save him there for now. Let's do defensive end for him. Yeah, I know. Let's do left end. There we go. Left end, right end, left end, right end. That's good. Right, left. We'll do a right and a left. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Let's do a left and a right. Middle linebacker, we're good there. Corner, just not much behind Slaughter and Cade. Corners, I want to... Yeah, just keep it as is. There's really nothing to change there. I got no depth behind Horn. I need to get a free safety next year. I had none of them that really that were interested in me, so I was just out of luck on that one. 52, just making sure I don't see anything weird happening. Oh, he left. The other guy, he was a senior. Gosh darn it. Usually the game gives you some leeway. Hey, you need a strong safety, we'll give you some love. We'll at least give you some prospects to go after. How many strong safeties were interested in me in the offseason? Not a one. Trina started for me 2 years ago. He may start for me next year. No, gosh, my kicking's terrible. Look at that. Oh, the game didn't throw me a bone. That's just... Oh, this is terrible. Let's see. 62, 68, a tight end. 5'11", 209. He's a good tight end. That makes a lot of sense. 62, 65, 62. Nothing there, and we struck out bad with this kid. Woo, 72 at a defensive end. 6'3", 223. I'll be 44 overall as an athlete, but a killer at defensive end. Let's check out the rest just to make sure we're not going to miss anything. 65, a strong safety, but he's not fast enough to play strong safety. 62 overall. Gosh. Campanella, 84 speed. I can't put him at tight end because he can't even catch. 70 of the catch, but he's just small. I can't put that at... He's too small. Height and weight matters in this game. 62 a receiver. 65 a corner. Do I need corner? I guess I got no choice but to put him a strong safety just for depth. And this kid will play defensive end. 72 defensive end. Oh, that was a diamond in the rough. Good deal. Look that on that one. So now we go back to defensive end. Look at that. That's awesome. We'll put him at left end just in case. We'll go left end. Left end, left end. Right end, left end. That's fine. Unless there's a corner. I'm going to put him a corner. We may have a safety or corner that could play. See, I could put Slaughter at strong safety. 74, 82, 62, 62, 56, 40. There may be an outside linebacker that could play safety. Strong safety, 59, 59, 48, 52, and 48. I'm just exhausting all my options right now. That's all I'm really doing. Wide receiver, I've seen some wide receivers get moved over. We can... I need to keep some. I need to keep those guys there. So let's just go back and put him at strong safety. That's all he can do. So we're super weak right here, and we have no kicker. gosh, that's terrible. And you can't recruit kickers in the regular season. That's all we can do for position changes. So, when you can't kick, and I don't know, it's just going to be a struggle. I may run a 4-4 next year. You only need one safety to run a 4-4. Just do a 1 high or a cover 3. That might work. I don't really have a lot of good depth at the corner anyways. I got depth at defensive line. Got some depth at linebacker. So we got some good boost here. So let's just go overall. Blunt, 80. Brandt. Triplet went up. Merritt went up pretty well. Wide receiver. Tight end, of course. Nothing really changed here. Now here's the thing. Was it him or him? What's-his-face didn't even go up. So moving that linebacker to defensive end didn't even help. Not a lick. Washington, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Neely went up a little bit. That's good. He's my nickel. Trainer went up a little bit, 65. He's slower than Moses, though. And my punter just didn't do up. Gosh. Hopefully they'll give me some walk-ons. We'll go to cut players. Of course, we're not going to cut anybody. There's no need to. We're not loaded down with players. So they gave me a kicker, 56 overall, true freshman, Alan Thompson. Better than nothing. Kick power, kick accuracy, 82-80. We'll take it. That's fine. I wish I would cut the punter. They would give me a better punter. That's one thing you could do. If you got somebody at 40 overall, just cut him and get a walk-on that's better. So let's look at some of these freshmen real quick. Quarterback, I know we didn't go after any of them. Hamilton, 72 overall. 70 overall. Receiver, 68, Cooper. I'm glad I didn't move Booth. He's better. We need depth at receiver more so than tight end. We done just fine last year without any tight end help. He's got a red shirt. He'll be good for it. Down to 82. Oh, yeah, number 82. Left tackle, right tackle. Guard, center. Defensive end, these two freshmen. That athlete, looked at on him. I'll probably redshirt one of them, though. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. Probably don't need to. I need some depth. Defensive tackle, true freshman. I may be able to redshirt him. We'll see. True freshman, he'll be a defensive end for us. So this defensive end that I moved down, where was he? This kid right here? No, where's he at? Was it Snyder? McKinney? Maybe I didn't do it. I don't remember. It was a Harris. It wasn't him. He was already down there. Anyway, corner. I didn't pick up any there. I didn't pick up any free safety, strong safety. They gave me an extra guy here. At strong safety. All right, we'll go through the depth charts. I'll deal with the depth chart in the off season or between videos, so you don't have to bother looking at all that. That's kind of boring. I'll just show you the starters in the next video. So we got 59 kids. We got 12 seniors to get us down to 47. Then 8 juniors. So we need to recruit another big-time class, as many kids as possible next year. And just keep bringing that number up. So our best players, Horn, obviously he's been great for us ever since he's been here. Merritt, fresh sophomore, Slaughter. Slaughter hasn't really grown much in terms of overall. He's just 84. McKinney, 84. Taylor. McKinney and Taylor were the two Michigan transfers. Blunt. So, offensively next year, I could keep everything the same, Or I could do something a little different. I haven't really paid enough attention to my talent yet to see what I really have. I'm still not loaded down with great receivers. So I probably need to keep things like normal. I mean, I got a little bit more depth now, but I'll still need to let Slaughter run to out flat stuff. And I may get, I don't know. I'll have to think about it a little bit. I can kind of run whatever offense I want to since you got two different quarterbacks. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Get through cutting these players and just make sure I'm not forgetting anything before I let you go. Cutting takes forever in this game. I don't know why it does, but I guess they just got to get rid of a bunch of kids. Get them off the system. Slaughter, 99 speed. Got to use it. No reason not to. So defensively, we're going to be real stout next year, except for that strong safety position. I don't know what to do about that. Run a lot of cover one like we done. Cover one can kind of mask some of that. I still may start that other kid because the other kid's got he's much faster than Trina. I may do that. Just move that athlete out, let him start. You'll find out in the next video, though. Horn, Merritt, Slaughter have been my 3 stud recruits these last 3 years. Merritt just being a sophomore, 84 overall. He's going to be real great for me by the time he leaves. So hopefully Horn and Slaughter will come back next year. McKinney's just a junior. I'm here to tell you the next season is going to be really good. This year should be, I'm in a conference that I think I can win. So it should be a lot of fun. But next year is going to be even more crazy. You see the strong safety right here. Campanella, 84 speed to 76, but his awareness is 62 is still terrible. 56 is worse, but 62 is still bad. So I may just start Campanella, true freshman, might as well. So we'll see what happens. Let's just go into the next season. Again, I'll fix all this in the between videos. Actually, I can't do that because I need a red shirt first, and then I'll do the depth chart. So you'll get to see me do the depth chart some in the next video. I'm going to generate a schedule that I'm not even going to use as far as non-conference. I'll fix that. I'll definitely put Michigan in there. And maybe a couple scrappers. I'm not really sure. Maybe another one. Another Atlantic Coast team. Something close. Yale Bulldogs, part of the MAC. All right, come on back. We'll do the preseason video in the next one, and we'll see if we can do some damage in the MAC for the next couple years. I'll talk to you later.